Hi everyone. Today I just wanted to talk about feelings of insecurities that latch on to us quite often. So I feel we give it a lot of importance sometimes, and that's what sort of influences our thoughts. And very often we put a lot of thought into it. We sort of give it a lot of attention, a lot of importance, and it's actually not quite necessary. God has made all of us beautiful in our own ways. So, I mean, some of us are short, some of us are tall, some of us are fair, some of us are dark, some of us have a lot of acne, some of us have clean faces, some of us have, I don't know, some of us radiate beauty, some of us dress well, some of us dress down. Some are personal choices, some are individual choices. Some of these traits are, I mean, physical appearances is what I'm talking about, is what God gives us. And it makes us beautiful in our own ways. There is nothing like looking bad or looking good. It's just more things to you. There are deeper things which make you beautiful, a complete person. So, these physical traits that you possess, this is just God given, and it is going to last for a very short while. So, and it's subject to a lot of change. So anything can happen to anyone at any point in time, and the tables can turn around. So you can be grateful if you're born beautiful, or if people appreciate you for your physical appearance, if people say that you look very good, you look very pretty. You can be thankful for that, but that's it. There are other deeper traits, deeper qualities in a person which make them more appealing. For example, it's your birthday and you spend time with mentally ill children. You go to certain organizations or certain homes, and or you go to certain teaching schools which are designed for special kids, for special children, and you spend time with them. You spend a day with them, and that gives you a lot of contentment that you have imparted some wisdom, or you've shown some compassion, some sympathy. Um, you've spent your day well, and it has made you happy being with them. Now that is a beautiful quality. I see that as an appealing trait. You've done something which makes you a very appealing person. I look up to such people. If when because that is somewhere even my liking, or sort of a dream to visit. And it's very much possible. You can visit any um, shelter close by. I mean, shelter for poor people, or you can even visit schools made for special kids, and spend a day with them. It gives you a lot of satisfaction, and these kind of traits or character traits is what I appreciate more, or is what makes a person very beautiful. You make donations to children who don't have enough clothes to wear, or they don't get meals at the right time. They aren't sufficiently nutritioned. There are a lot of malnourished kids on the road. There are a lot of people who strive to make, who find it difficult to make it through the day. So they strive for a better living. So if you make them happy, even distribution of chocolates on special occasions, or even giving a piece of your wardrobe, say lending a jacket or something of that sort to these poor children, or when you see poor people on the roads, or when you see them really struggling. So doing such acts of kindness is what makes a person beautiful. It is not the physical appearance, really. What I feel is a sense of achievement in life is if you can give back to the society in such a way. So if you're going to really add value, if you're really going to contribute to the world, then that can be through these acts of kindness. And that's what makes you a complete person. It shapes you as a beautiful person. So it is important to give some thought to these things, and give less attention to how you look or how you appear to the world outside, because that is just one part of you. That is not you entirely. But if you're going to obsess over that more than this, then that's a little concerning, because insecurities always exist. We are born with them, they exist with us, they are attached to us. But it's how much of thought that you give to these insecurities is what matters. So when someone tells you that, hey, what are you wearing? You don't look good today. Or what is this? You don't have, what is all this acne on your face? She looks really ugly. She's too fat. How are you so malnourished? You look extremely thin. Do you even eat food? What clothes are you wearing? These are too tight. These are too loose. What is she even wearing? What was she thinking? Why is she repeating an outfit? Do you never go shopping? How are you? Oh my God, that dark girl. If this is the way you refer to someone, oh my God, that dark girl, I met her the other day, the dark complexion girl. Oh, that short girl. Oh, that girl who was really short, that girl who was wearing very, very, she wasn't well dressed at all. Oh, with the girl with that unkempt hair. This is not how you refer to people. So you need to find other ways to sort of name people, tag people, or refer to people. These are not ways of referring to people. These are, in fact, very wrong ways to refer to people. So what I'm trying to say is, appreciate the deeper traits in a person. Acts of compassion, acts of kindness, the way a person behaves in public, the way they conduct themselves with humility. Humility is such a beautiful trait. So if a person is very humble, even if they've seen the highs of life, that's a beautiful quality to appreciate. So look for those traits and appreciate those traits, because they are going to last forever, till death. So if you're going to share your life with someone, I would look out for these qualities in my partner. I would look out for these traits in my partner. Good looks is okay to an extent. I wouldn't go all the way to say that I would just marry anyone off the road. No, I would look for some decent looks, and but then that is not my true and only obsession. There is more to a person, and it is important to recognize that and realize that. So very often we fail to do that. Sometimes it sort of clouds our thoughts, our opinions. So and we can't be entirely blamed for that, because the world puts a lot of pressure on us to view people that way. So we can't be too harsh on ourselves to say that hey, I did something really terrible today by referring to someone as, oh, that short girl. No, we all do it. It's a spontaneous tendency to do that. It's just somewhat, it's become somewhat like a reflex action these days. So it's not our fault really, because the world has put this sort of a pressure on us to view people that way. But you need not fall for these traps. You need to look beyond this. You need to the first step is to get rid of your own insecurities, not bother much about your physical appearance, be your natural self. If you're gifted with good physical traits, then great. I mean, God has blessed you with it, and you should be grateful for it every day. You should thank God for it every day, because very few people are born with some good physical traits. But apart from that, if you're blessed with a good character, a good natured person, a kind hearted person, these are certain values you should look out for in a person. So more than anything else. So when people are obsessed with fairness, when people get obsessed with the way someone dresses, it's just, I feel like it's a very temporary thing. It's going to fade away with time. Beauty fades away with time. We might age like fine wine. These are things people say very often, but it's okay. I mean, it's okay to have wrinkles. It's okay for you to just age naturally. If you age like fine wine, that's great. But then if you have those wrinkles, and even if you have those dark circles, even if you have some acne on your face, it's okay. At the end of the day, if someone is there to hold your hand and say, listen, irrespective of the way you look, I love you, I really admire you. I love you for the kindness that you have, for the beautiful nature, for your beautiful heart, for your kind heart, then that is something to consider. Then you consider yourself lucky, because then that someone who is there with you is a person you're blessed with, really. You're lucky to have such a person in your life. So be with people or look for people who have such traits and such qualities, and also be with people who appreciate such qualities. So then you're in the right company. If you're always going to be obsessed with the way you look, what you wear, which brand you wear, or it's not going to last forever. That's something for sure. So it's not a way. I hope I'm not getting too preachy, or I'm not taking a very moralistic standpoint. But at the same time, I feel this is a very important message which is less emphasized upon. And in this day and age, I know this generation is quite obsessed with these kind of things, small things. So let go of these little things, these little insecurities, and be your natural self. Even with photographs, if you don't look good in a picture, don't get too obsessed about it. You can take 10 shots, and out of those 10 shots, I'm sure you look good in 6 or 7. So that's okay. Today we have, with the help of technology, we have filters and other things, but then we are just hiding behind these filters. We are just sort of trying to suppress our insecurities with these filters. I myself sometimes use filters. It's absolutely unnecessary, and it's because of my insecurity. And I'm not sort of guilt tripping, or I'm not going to be very harsh on myself. I'm not going to say that I feel very ashamed of it, but I'm going to be honest about it. I do hide behind these filters sometimes, but it's absolutely unnecessary. Be yourself and let your true nature or your true character just flow through, and let people appreciate you for that. Then that makes you a complete person. That makes you a beautiful person, both inside and outside. So the world nowadays does not look out for these things. Today's world looks out for materialistic things, and sort of evaluates you on the basis of your financials, and that doesn't sit right with me. But many people find that appealing. That's their way of, that's their approach, their way of looking at things, their likings, that's their process. So I'm not going to question that. I'm not going to demean that. I'm not going to say anything that's against that, because it's their approach, it's their individual way of seeing things. But left to me, I feel like such acts of kindness is something you should really look for in someone, and appreciate that person for that, more than looking at their, I don't know, BMW, or their palatial house, or talking about status and other things. I feel that'll just fade away with time. Today you have all the riches in the world, tomorrow you might not. So life is that fragile, and tables can easily turn around. And so we live on this planet for a very short while. So while we live, let's be in the company of people who appreciate genuineness, honesty, straightforwardness, individuality, your natural self, more than all of these other physical traits that you possess. So just thought I'll share that with you on this platform, and I feel like that's an important message that needs to get through to youngsters these days especially. So thank you.